time. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to What's the 411 Wednesday, a platform. Okay, a platform for announcements, dialogue, and engagement with our Dorsey family and community. Our agenda for today is posted, and our Zoom norms are as follows. We have also translated our Zoom norms in Spanish. And now we will begin with a greeting from one of our administrators.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us every other Wednesday, where we are here to provide the information that everybody, all our stakeholders should know about. Thank you for joining us. We know that this is the time that we should be thankful as we are heading into our Thanksgiving break. So we want to thank all of you for being involved, for being here, for being present. And we really hope that you spend the time with your family and use the time to really reflect on what matters most to you. So we are very thankful that you are here. And just so you know, in case you didn't know, but next week we are off. There's no school all next week. Please take care of yourselves all next week, and we will restart, recharged, starting the following week. So thank you so much, Ms. Long, for having these meetings. They're very informative. And to all the staff that joins us, thank you all for providing the best services for our parents and students. And thank you, parents, for making the time to see this in case that you didn't get to see it live. Thank you for taking the time to come back to our DorseyDons.org website and catching it when you have some time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Malta. So we will move into, Ms. Small, the next slide, Parent Center representatives. Okay, I will come back around to them, as I know that they do have another meeting going on at the same time. Our A through G counselors, Ms. Carter and Ms. Flanor.
Thank you, Ms. Long. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm Ms. Carter. I'm the A through G counselor, and I serve as 9th and 11th graders. Ms. Flanor is in a classroom doing a presentation right now, but she services the 10th and 12th graders. I always like to remind parents and students about student attendance. Student attendance is essential. It is so important for your child to be present at school every day. And remember, we start school a little later this year. We're starting at 8:30. So we like to remind students just to be here earlier to get in the line, because they do have to show their daily pass. Students are responsible when they're absent for completing their assignments. So students should reach out to their teachers, let them know when they are absent, as well as asking about any assignments that they need to make up due to their absence. And students can contact their teachers through Schoology and of course through email. And we always recommend that students and parents check our school website. Here, this picture illustrates the calendar. This is for LA Unified, not just Dorsey High School, but it shows you the days where there is no school. Like Mr. Malta just mentioned, there's no school next week, but we will resume Monday, November 29th. Next slide. So we know parents have many questions, and due to COVID, we can't have guests on campus like we had in the past. So we will be offering office hours starting the week we come back. And those office hours will be posted on the school website for Ms. Flanor and I, as well as other support staff. So we highly recommend that you check the Dorsey Dons website for the office hours. We will be available to answer any questions, and you can always send us an email if you have any questions. I will put my email in the chat. Thank you, Ms. Long.
Thank you. BSAP, Ms. Small.
All right, good afternoon, Dorsey family. I'm going to start with highlighting our Black Student Success Plan, our BSSP. We talk about this each time that we have, what's the 411? This is the parent consent for our BSAP team to support our African-American students to be able to give them the counseling that is necessary to work with those students. Currently, we have less than 50 parent consents back, and we need your help, parents. We need you to send the consent back. We will be here this Saturday for the turkey giveaway. There will be a stationer. That way you can just sign it and hand it right back to us. We also have a digital copy that is on our Instagram page. That's BSAP_Dorsey. So you should be able to click it, you'll fill it out, and you'll send it directly in that way. My second highlight, we have a lot of things that we are posting on that Instagram page. We have been highlighting the being able to apply to 65 HBCUs for just $20. But we have a few more things. We have scholarships that are now popping up. We have the Taco Bell scholarship that's popping up. We have the Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. They're offering $10,000 scholarships to students. I also highlighted scholarships.com, and this bit.ly here will take you to a website that has scholarships specifically for African-American students, as well as FAFSA opened up October 1st. So let's make sure that we are filling out our FAFSA. Last but not least, we have the HBCU College Fair that is coming back. This is an in-person college fair, February 20th through 25th. We will be providing more information regarding that college fair on our Instagram page. Last but not least, we want to shout out our 4-star students. So at the every 5 weeks, we do a data study. And we're looking at our students, whether they're engaged on campus, there's no referrals, they're on track to graduate, as well as 92% or higher attendance. We have more students this time, so we are actually really excited about that. So we just want to shout out these students, and these students will be receiving a prize for being 4-star students. So we just want to give them a quick applause, and they will be highlighted on campus also. Thank you, Ms. Long.
Okay, Ms. Small, can you hold that page? Ms. Finch, you would like to make an announcement?
Yes, hi everybody. So we are offering community service for our students just by submitting proof of their vaccines. So the first, they get 5 hours for proof of the first dose, and they get an additional 5 hours for proof of the second dose. So we have been advertising this in Schoology. We've been advertising this in classrooms. We've been advertising it, thank you, on the BSAP social media, on the school social media. And so if your student has not submitted that to me or Ms. Oni yet, please do, because it's the simplest thing. If the district's requiring it, why not turn it in so that you get community service for it? Super easy. Thank you for letting me interrupt for a second.
Thank you. Athletics, Ms. Newbell.
Good afternoon. I'm Ms. Newbell here with some updates for athletics. As you know, sports physicals, we have had the THE clinic on campus. The van, just so you know, was vandalized. However, they improvised and we were able to accommodate them with a space on campus. So they were here Monday. They will be back again on campus when we return on the 29th. Also, they will be offering vaccines. As you know, student athletes, in order to participate, you need to be fully vaccinated in order to participate. So they'll be back. And as we move into playoffs for our football team, who are now in the semifinals, we will be participating in what is called buy tickets online through Fango. We're encouraging our school community to get their tickets first. Right now with the link, and it'll be on our website, so you can go there and purchase your ticket. You do get a discount when you purchase online. So we will have cash at the door, but we are encouraging those to purchase online. And when we advance, just a FYI heads up, they will be requiring full vaccinations in order to participate and view the game at the championship. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. That will be the upcoming week for the finals. But let's win on Friday. We'll be playing at 7 p.m. at Jackie Robinson Stadium. Ticket prices are $12 in person. It is $10 online with a $1 service fee. Thank you.
Ms. Walker-Dean, our community school coordinator.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Maisha Walker-Dean, the community school coordinator. I was going to talk a little more about, I think I need to go after Ms. Karimu comes on, because I was going to talk about the parent empowerment meeting that we have on Saturday and add the community fair that's going on in Leimert Park. But that flyer is in another space. In addition, I wanted to add that you can reserve tickets to go and see the Obama exhibit at LACMA. Will we be having Diane on, Ms. Long? I'm sorry. From LACMA? Is she gonna share any of that information? I can share that after we come back from Thanksgiving, but that is something that is going on. The Obama exhibit is free if you want to reserve tickets. There's a QR code and a flyer in the main office and here, and we can post it on the website in some form. But the focus really is to get everyone to come out to the parent empowerment meeting this Saturday from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock here on campus. Please come out.
Thank you. Additional announcements. Next slide. So we do have our parent conference night tomorrow, Thursday, November 18th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I want to remind you that it is virtual. So the teachers will be posting their Zoom links so that you can, in fact, do parent conference virtually. Again, it will not be in person. Next slide. 15-week progress report cards will be mailed out at the end of this week. So sometime at the top of next week, look forward to seeing your child's progress report card in the mail. Next slide. And we definitely want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. As what was already stated, we will not be present on campus next week. We do have Thanksgiving break. And again, we want to wish all of our families a happy Thanksgiving. Do we have questions?
I do have one final note, as you said, for next week. If there's any parents that may want to get COVID tested and may feel like they lapsed in their test and wasn't here, Audubon will be available on Monday and Tuesday from 7:15 until 3:15 to do COVID testing. So if you'd like to be tested and you know you may have missed a few days this week and will miss tomorrow's testing, you can test on Monday or Tuesday at Audubon. Thank you.
Ms. Long, maybe go back to the parent empowerment meeting flyer.
Yes.
Thank you. I just want to be loud and clear. So this Saturday, we have our parent empowerment meeting from 10 to 12. This includes our turkey giveaway. So parents, please let other parents know that if there's anyone who's not signed up for the parent portal, this is an opportunity to come and do that. If you need any information about your students, this is our actual parent empowerment meeting time. Please come out this Saturday. Okay, I just wanted to reiterate that. And you can register as well. This flyer is actually on our website.
Thank you.
And Ms. Long, can I just do a reminder also regarding the vaccine, just to remind parents that all students ages 12 and older must be fully vaccinated by the time we return from winter break, which is Monday, January 10th, 2022, and that your child must have the first vaccination by November 21st, which is this weekend, and then the second dose, at least, let's see, it's December 19th. And we have flyers, the information is on our website, but that is mandatory throughout LA Unified School District.
Thank you. Do we have any other college announcements? I see Mr. Robles is on as well.
Yes, just wanted to remind parents and students that the College Center has been and will continue to be open before school, after school, lunch and nutrition, just to help out students, because we're coming down to the near end here with the whole Thanksgiving break. When we come back, we're only going to have 2 days for students to submit those college applications. If they have any questions, they can come by during their passing periods and or maybe a elective period that they don't have any coursework to do. I'm definitely seeing students coming in, and I would definitely like to meet students that need help with those final PIQ questions and anything they need help with those applications.
Thank you. Ms. Welch, I see that you're here as well. Would you like to speak about the upcoming event?
Hi, I just wanted to let everyone know that there is a sign up, and if someone could share the link. I don't have a way to share my screen right now, but there is an upcoming event at LACMA for Dorsey families, and you can sign up and get tickets to reserve your spot. Free parking December 7th. From 6:30 to 9, you'll get a window to come in. You do have to be vaccinated to attend the event.
Thank you. Are there any other announcements or questions?
I have a few questions.
Sure.
Sorry, my dog, I'm sorry. One question, I'm sorry, I wrote them down. Who do we contact for attendance? Because like I get a lot of phone calls about attendance for my son. So who do I call to, get it straight that he was, at school, or he was, I don't know, at an event for the school, you know what I mean? Because if you call the regular number, I'm not getting through. So I just want to clear up his attendance.
Yes, for specifically for your son, you would have to call the magnet office. The magnet, Miss Zaragoza is the one that will be taking care of attendance for the magnet students. But for the comprehensive high school, Dorsey High School, they have to call the main number and then in the option for attendance. Unfortunately, sometimes the clerks are absent, and that may be the reason that they don't pick up. However, what's more effective is actually writing a note that the student can bring to the office, either the attendance office, or if the student is a magnet student, to the magnet office so they can get attendance clear. That is, I know that there are some parents that send an email message, or they actually call the office to let us know ahead of time that the student is going to be absent. And that's great, but usually what happens is that we need to have a note after the fact. And as long as you know that the student is going to be out, you should know that you're going to get the phone calls. The only reason that you get the phone calls is because the teachers are doing their job and they are marking the student absent because they're not currently in the classroom. And then later what happens is that we excuse the student depending on the activity. If they go on a field trip, or if they go, if they were called at another office, each of those offices is supposed to clear the student. However, sometimes it doesn't happen. But what ends up happening is that because it's an automatic system, the system will call you that the student is absent. And that is to, just to alert you that there is something going on. And that is just to prevent more attendance issues. And if that is an error on the teacher, if that's an error on the office, then we can clarify that and definitely excuse the student. But just so you know, it is the responsibility of the teacher to mark the student absent because they're not currently present in the classroom. It is the other office that should be clearing the student if they are doing something different. They're present at the school, but they're somewhere else. And when those two things don't happen at the same time, then we have issues. Sometimes what happens is that we do excuse the student beforehand, and we can do that. But what happens is that the teacher might, in an effort to take good attendance, they will undo what we did, you know, and mark the student absent. That happens as well. So, you know, we're trying to, you know, clear students, but thank you for asking that question for all the parents. I think it is best if you always follow up with a handwritten note, alerting the offices that the student was out due to illness or had another appointment, whatever the excuse is, and then we go back and we excuse the student in the system.
Thank you. Another question that I have is for the physicals. Some of the students have already gotten fully vaccinated. So will Dorsey, the van that also provides, or whoever's providing the vaccinations, will they also do boosters?
I can check to see if they'll do booster shots. Currently, right now, they're doing vaccinations
Only
for students, but I can check in with Mr. Miguel Topet to see if they'll be doing booster shots.
Okay. And then one more question for you. Someone told me yesterday that Dorsey used to do these NCAA workshops to help students sign up. I really don't know much about NCAA, any of that, none of that process. So my question is that something that we can look into having for, you know, the students and the parents, even if it's virtual, but just explaining to us what NCAA is and why you need to do it and how to do it? So.
Yes, we can. Mama Dorsey, she was part of that with some of the parents that had done some workshops. So we can definitely look into it and see if we can get some of the coaches along with some of the volunteers to be able to create a space for that.
Okay. And if, I mean, this is just extra, if they could even add in on that, helping those kids apply for college, because a lot of them, I understand, hasn't even started applications for college. That's just a suggestion, you know, for on the side. Some kids won't go to the college center. We need to go to them just because they just don't have that, you know, in them, or that experience or that understanding. Okay, but thank you. And I'm sorry I have so many questions. I wrote them down as you guys were giving your presentations. The other question is for BSAP. You mentioned that you only have like 50 applications back. I go to every home game for Dorsey, every home football game, and there's a lot of parents there. And a lot of guardians, a lot of, you know, whoever's that can sign those consent forms. My question is, why not come there and just scout, you know, hey, sign, this is why we're here, because I know Dorsey does a lot. We put all our information out there, but some parents, well, not some, a lot of parents is just not getting it for whatever reason. I mean, everybody has things going on in their household. So we don't really know why they're not watching 411. We don't really know why they're not getting the information. But one thing I do know is they're at that game. So I'm wondering if we can go to them. I'm there. I'll be even willing to help, you know, have them fill out the consent forms so that our kids can start to really get the fruit of BSAP, because BSAP has a lot of fruit. And I know that because I got Colin involved in it. So we don't want it to come to where the district or whoever is looking at the results of it, and then they say, well, you're not touching these families. You know what I mean? And then they start pointing fingers. Why don't we just go to where they're at? That's what my suggestion for BSAP.
Can I say one thing in regards to that? And you are certainly right, Shamika.
Hey, Mama Dorsey.
Hi, hi everybody. One thing that I found, because I do go in the stands to talk to the parents and give them flyers and stuff like that, and that's a great idea. One barrier that I have found out is like, you know, especially if their kid is playing, it's like sometimes the only time that you can really, really talk to them without disturbing them is during halftime. You know, you could go up and start talking to them, and man, I need your help. I really do, because, you know, it's usually only one of me passing out flyers, but that's a great idea. But I just want to tell you, mention to you that I thought that I was going to pass out a lot more last week, and I ended up in bottlenecks. So I think it'd be great to have parents there that possibly don't know all the, not saying I know all the parents, but there's alumni, there's current, there's kids that went to school with my kids. Now they have kids. Lord have mercy. And it's sometimes it gets a little, sometimes they just don't want to talk at that particular time. So if we get together and do it, that would be great. And we can, you know, do it during halftime, or, you know, some people, you know, that you can talk to too. I need the help. Yes, come. We need it tomorrow. Take your, no, take your,
oh,
yeah, unmute yourself.
I'm sorry. So we sit in sections. Usually we sit in the same section, so you get to know everybody in your section, right?
Yeah.
But even before the game, you know, I normally don't come that early, but before the game, we can talk to them. We talk to them during halftime. You know, like you said.
Well, let's do it. You want to do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I only have about an hour or so because I got to be picking up turkeys, but let's do it in the beginning. Hey, come on, join me. Let's do it. Let's pass it out.
Okay.
And Mrs. Karimu, would you like to talk about your event for this weekend?
Oh yeah, well, it's thank you very much, and hello to everybody. And we are having our annual parent empowerment turkey giveaway event. This is always such a fun event, and we get to meet a lot of parents that we haven't seen, and now we get to see parents that we really haven't seen. And I just have a and thank you, Mr. Bylock. Mr. Bylock and I have been working on things together. But I wanted to tell you, I had a moment in the library the other day. I went up to the library and I had a flashback, and I actually broke down and started crying because I could just feel the parents there, you know, the way that we used to have them. So it's going to be nice to see them over on Saturday. So the thing is, in order to receive a turkey, you have to be vaccinated or partially vaccinated. And then if you're not, we can send you over to Lamert Park, and then you could come back and show us that you've been vaccinated. We got to complete the school experience survey, upload the student vaccination, and get those BSAP consent forms signed. So it's going to be a lot of stuff. We need volunteers because some parents might not even have an email. So we have some people from the district that's supposed to help us out. It's going to be in the Magnet area. Ms. Paredes and Mr. Malta and I are still working out the logistics. And also, parents will, in addition to the turkeys, they will have an opportunity to win a Thanksgiving dinner for 8 that's going to be delivered to their home. Thanks to a wonderful principal, Dr. Gaston. So I'm picking up the turkeys as I speak. We've made arrangements with Costco, so I don't have to go every day to get them. And it's going to be a fun-filled day. And Ms. Long, I just have to say thank you so much. And Andrea, for the sororities. I'm not going to try to say their name because I would get it all mixed up. For donating turkeys. And also I got to send a shout out to Miss Smiley and Miss B. Miss Smiley had an event last night and they had like 25 turkeys left over. So that they donated those turkeys to Dorsey. So our goal was we wanted to get close to 150 to 200, and we are approaching that. And I would like to say thank you to the faculty and staff, man, that has donated also. Thank you for all that you do. So Dorsey Pride is gonna be fun. We're gonna have music and balloons, and we can't have food, but hopefully we can have some packaged stuff and some coffee or something like that. So it's gonna be a fun-filled day. But please tell everybody, talk to the students. If you can call one parent, tell them to come, because a lot of parents still haven't completed everything. So it's gonna be a one-stop shop on Saturday. And thank you for all of your support. And thank you, Mr. Martha, for the beautiful flyer. Dorsey Fry.